Paula Jean, she asked, will the skill players of the Chiefs, including Mahomes, their strengths be enough to outweigh the loss of Kalichi Osemele and the rest of the poor offensive line play? Paula, I thank you for your question. Short answer, no. I don't think it will be. The offensive line is more crucial than a lot of people think.
Mhm.
The whole running game is based on offensive line play. It's based off of box counts and how well you block. When the running back gets the ball, he can't control the blocks in front of him. He is a reaction player. This is the whole thing about why running backs don't matter. If you
Mhm.
who is it? Ben Baldwin has a site about running backs don't matter, and it talks about a nerd human translator when saying that.
Mhm.
That's one of the articles I read, and I was like, oh my goodness, like that's a good article. What they're saying is not Clyde Edwards-Helaire, obviously a great talent. He's a great football player. His involvement in the passing game is going to be very crucial, I think, in the weeks moving forward.
Yeah.
Connor mentioned something on the podcast about putting him in the slot, and I think is genius because you
Mhm.
automatically get a mismatch with a linebacker with Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and he can, create space, and he is so good in space. The Chiefs haven't been able to put him in space, though, and that's why we've seen kind of his dip after week one. He did have a really good week one. It was kind of a breakout game. So I can't really knock him that much because not a lot of teams knew who he was or what he was going to do. Obviously, there's film from college, but the Chiefs' offensive line hasn't really helped, and we've seen Patrick Mahomes run all over the field with this offensive line. They're kind of struggling to contain 3 4-man rushes, which they shouldn't do. And Patrick Mahomes is trying to make things happen. Now, I do think that some of this does fall on Patrick Mahomes. I know we don't like to talk about Patrick Mahomes doing wrong. I know that
Mhm.
that is uncomfortable for Chiefs fans, but Patrick Mahomes might not be perfect when it comes to dropping back in the pocket and having a pocket presence. Now, I do understand that he did get his ankle stepped on several times by Cameron Irving last season, but Cameron Irving's no longer on this team. He's not. So I think that the skill overall will not be enough to compensate for a poor offensive line performance.